Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. We interview the world's leading apologists to provide credible answers to curious questions.
Bobby is the host of the 1 Minute Apologist. I want to ask you a question. Doubt has different causes. You lay out 4 different facets of doubt. What are those?
Yeah, when it comes to like grouping anything into 3 or 4s or 5s, I always get a little bit nervous because I know at the end of the day, somebody might be able to word something differently, or it could be a little bit broader. But what I'm getting at here is that doubt is multi-textured in the way that it works in our life. And so then there's intellectual doubt. That's obviously questions, that can really create great mental angst. Questions about, so-called apparent contradictions, or are miracles possible? These intellectual questions that we think about. Emotional doubt. Now, I believe that if we struggle with intellectual doubt long enough and we're a true believer, it'll seep into our emotions. So intellectual doubt can begin to affect us emotionally. But emotional doubt can be, going through some form of suffering in life, and all of a sudden you think, God, where are you? And it's that life angst that we go through. I talk about spiritual doubt, and really what I'm getting at there is this whole idea of the first question that caused the fall. Has God said? Our battle's not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers. And I just think just being aware that there's an unseen world out there, and the evil one will come along and suggest certain questions. I guess technically those questions could be probed into our mind, and so there's a form of maybe that's intellectual as well. But I'm just wanting to build awareness that there is an evil one out there, that he's trying to sift us. And then I would even want to say that there's such a thing as volitional doubt. And I like how you talk about moral doubt, Brett. I would highly agree with that. And I think that ends up happening when we blow it in the area of volition. We start to doubt God. Does God have the best thing in store for me? Should I go God's way? And I love the words of Jesus. In the midst of thinking through some things, nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. So that's just a little snapshot of some of the facets of doubt.
Hey, just follow up. So why is it important to know those different facets?
Well, I think it helps us to recognize the type of doubt that we're experiencing. Sometimes in life, we have struggles and we don't really know what's going on. And the secret to getting well is to know what's really wrong.
Excellent.